Alright guys, it's jerninhgam here. They reckon 2 years' time the coronavirus is going to end. Something's definitely coming, because why would they say it on the news? Something's coming. And lots of you guys and girls can probably feel it. Teenagers and kids could probably understand what's going on. You probably get confused about this. Nobody likes what we're in at the moment, but something's definitely coming. I put a video onto YouTube. They say the coronavirus is going to be here for 2 years. And if the injections don't work, it's going to be with us for like a while. So I don't know what's going on. I'm in limbo like everybody else. I thought I'd put a video onto YouTube and explain to everybody, if you don't know, what Sky News have said. It could be 2 years, the coronavirus. It probably means across the world as well. Some people say Sky News is fake, but why would it say that? 4,480 people are watching Sky News. So the news wouldn't lie. Some probably news would, but I don't know. Every news in the world would probably say the same thing, but I need to let you guys and girls know there's something coming. I had weird dreams the other night about it, like army trucks in my dream. 3 army trucks, things blowing up. It says in the dream. Nothing like Iraq, nothing like Afghanistan, or Baghdad, or Syria. This is real stuff that's going on in my brain. And what I've been told on here, they reckon it's going to be here for another 2 years, this coronavirus, and some people are going to be sickened about it. Well, think about all the jobs that are going to be lost, all the people that are going to die, innocent people, family members that are going to be upset with no money. I have to get this video out here. I've done a few videos today for you guys and girls to understand, and people that follow the videos and people that are new here. There's something definitely coming. I can tell you. No one thought the coronavirus would come, but this has happened. And lots of people probably have lots of weird dreams like I've had as well, and probably say the same thing, or probably haven't. I don't know what's going on. We're all in the dark here, limbo. But the thing is, I don't know what's going on. Why would they say another 2 years? Is the vaccine not going to work for coronavirus? I mean, they haven't cured AIDS and cancer yet. This is an annoying thing for a lot of people. They just manage it with drugs and tablets. Are we completely doomed, or is it just a hoax? I mean, some places in the world are at war, but will the UK go to war? Or be at war, but who with? It used to be at war with Germany, the UK. So did France. So did Russia. So did America. What's really going on here? There's something they're not telling us. If they say it's another 2 years of coronavirus, even though we've been in 5 months already on lockdown, other places have been in longer. Something going on. What's going on in this world? See, it says again, look here. Here, look what I'm showing you. 2 years vaccine will not end the pandemic. See? See? Nothing's fake on it, I'm showing you, it's all real. 500 jobs are more at risk. Star Travel's gone out of business. Sorry we are closed, it says. Lots of things are gone out of business because of this. What can you do if you're in this sort of situation? See how long I'm on the phone for. There you go, the camera. Abuse and attacks and retail workers have doubled. Constrictions of pandemic. So I told you violence is going up because of corona. It's about coronavirus as well. Anyway, another short video. Hope you all understand it. Look about Thailand, COVID-19 as well. Bangkok as well. The whole world's getting worse. Spain, Italy, Norway, Greece. There's loads of countries. All these dead people. All these helmets. See all the helmets they're showing? Something's coming. Look at all this.
has some of the most dangerous roads in the world.
Dangerous roads in the world. There's a lot of been crazy things happening recently because of the coronavirus. Things are getting worse. See? Everyone's saying it's getting... in Thailand as well. Summer's definitely coming here, guys. Why would they say 2 years? The whole world is such a mess, as we all know.
For Thailand's volunteer paramedics, there is no rest. Minutes into the shift, the first call out.
Where are we going?
Now we have the car accident. Someone's got an injury.
But you don't know how severe?
Yeah.
We all seem to be living on edge with all this.
20,000 people die on these roads every year, making them the 9th most dangerous in the world.
Do you think it's going to be bad?
Yeah.
We're still talking about the end. The pandemic is
One's injured his
own.
leg. The other may be more serious. He wasn't wearing a helmet.
So it looks like we're still going to keep going with it.
Assessing the scene and then deciding whether they need to call in the next
Infections of COVID-19, assaults.
How bad are the injuries?
Talking about.
Do these people need to go to hospital? Do they need more experienced paramedics on the scene? Is it often that you have to go into this many road accidents every night the same?
Maybe every hour. Some people have to drink and not there.
What about the states of history?
Well, it's less than 5 minutes since we got back from the last call and they're already out on the road again. And these guys have one focus: to get their first
Hand. See, the whole world is a mess.
What happened here?
This car turn right and motorcycle is crashed and fell under the car.
This man's expected to recover, but on average 62 people die on the roads here every day.
See, the world is just diabolical, in my opinion. People just wish it would go back to normal and be happy again. It's not going to happen.
Next year, they're promising to try and cut that by around 45%, but just a day on shift with these guys, and that seems utterly unattainable.
And the calls keep on coming.
Stressful job for
More
these
drivers
paramedics
without
as well,
helmets,
trying to get through everything.
people speeding, suspected drunks.
More killed and stuff.
And then this. A car has driven into the canal, totally submerged.
You probably can't see what's on the screen at the bottom there, but, you know, because the phone keeps glitching out. So
But the shivering driver
does
has
that sometimes with the phone as well.
escaped.
There you
He
go,
tells
it's
me
back to
he
normal
managed
again.
to open the door before the car sunk.
Have you been drinking?
นิดหน่อยก็คือประมาณแก้วหรือ2 แก้วครับ
Night after night, the cycle continues. The country, which has managed to keep COVID-19 deaths to around 60, has lost more than 8,000 this year to crashes.
We've lost more people with
How is it
COVID, I
that
think.
Thailand
in the
can
UK.
keep COVID deaths low, but it can't cut dramatically the number of people being killed on its roads?
Thai people don't respect the rule.
They're not frightened of roads, but they're frightened of COVID.
Yeah.
All them helmets represented all the people that have died.
For
Rest in
Sompong
peace.
Changraksa, Thailand's road deaths have become an obsession.
There's helmets everywhere, all along the walls here.
His piles of salvaged helmets are an ever-growing memorial to the dead and injured, a warning to the living.
And what's this doll over here?
อันนี้ก็เกิดอุบัติเหตุของเด็กเล็กๆ อันนี้ก็หมวกกันน็อกของเด็กคนนี้ที่เขาตายไป
Thailand's road
เขาไม่ได้อยู่
deaths.
ครับ
So all of these are from dead people.
More than 700 battered helmets taken from accident sites, a reminder to drivers to be safe.
And they're just everywhere. Visors, helmets, hubcaps, all along the wall here, you know, like deep in
Bloody hell, man. What kind of world are we living in?
These are really strange. You can see that the plant has actually started growing into the helmets here. It's almost like they're part of his house.
Inside, he shows us 3 of the newest.
ไอที่
All of the owners are dead.
แต่ว่าไป
He tells us locals who borrow the helmets quickly return them saying they're haunted. But for Sompong, it's important to keep the memories alive.
เราเก็บกลิ่นของผู้ที่เขาเกิดอุบัติเหตุอะกลิ่นให้มันอยู่เป็นส่วนของเขาเพราะว่าเมื่อเวลาเรามาเปิดดูอะเราจะได้รู้ว่ากลิ่นอันนี้คือของหมวกของคนนี้
It's actually really disturbing. He's just been showing us those 3 helmets. But the reality is, if you drive a motorbike here, you're more likely to be involved in a fatal crash. Around 3/4 of all killer crashes here are people on motorbikes, and still half the drivers only wear helmets, and only 20% of the passengers. It's just crazy.
Every day, Sompong prays for the victims. His task is endless. The bodies keep on mounting up on Thailand's roads.
You know, all the time on the news, we talk about huge numbers of people who die on the roads. And sometimes when you say these massive figures, 10,000, 20,000, kind of doesn't mean anything in real life. And then you see these helmets, and suddenly it does.
There's a lot of killings and running overs, though.
This is the moment Saranya's life changed forever.
แล้วก็ได้ยินเสียงดังมากก็คือพอวิ่งออกมาอีกทีนึงก็คือเห็นรถพุ่งเข้ามาชนในร้านแล้ววิ่งตามหาคุณพ่อกับน้องก็คือไปเจอนอนกอดกันอยู่ตรงป้ายหน้าร้านนะคะ
Her 5-year-old daughter Cartoon and her husband were outside the family's shop when a speeding driver plowed into them.
ขณะนั้นคือคุณพ่อช่วยชีวิตคุณพ่อไม่ได้แล้วคือคุณพ่อเสียชีวิตคาที่อ่ะตอนนั้นเริ่ม
Will can be very evil sometimes.
ให้ทำใจไม่เกิน 8 โมงเช้าน้องจะไปอะค่ะสุขีอัตนังปริหารันตุจงมีความสุขกายสุขใจ
Cartoon survived but suffered severe injuries and brain damage. She's paralyzed and blind. She cannot speak. She cannot feed herself. She can only move her eyes. The driver responsible for paralyzing a child and killing her dad got a year's jail sentence and couldn't pay the compensation needed to cover the hospital bills.
อะไรหลายๆอย่างในระบบยุติธรรมอ่ะมันอำนวยให้แก่คนกระทำมากกว่าเหยื่ออย่างเราใช่ค่ะจริงๆแล้วคือคิดเลยว่าโทษบ้านเราอ่ะน้อยทำให้คนไม่ค่อยกลัวความผิดหรือในสิ่งที่ทำ
It's a common complaint. While police carry out random spot checks for unsafe and drunk drivers, campaigners agree penalties are too low. This woman is more than 2 times over the legal limit. That could mean a fine of up to £500, in some cases jail. But safety groups claim too often people with money and power can buy their way out of trouble, something the authorities deny.
Do people try and pay you and say, don't fine me, here's the money?
Yeah, maybe. Some people try to pay us, but we didn't accept.
So when they try, what happens?
So we explain the law that you have to go to the police station, and the police station will send you to the court at the morning tomorrow morning. So you have to pay the fine at the court, not us.
The government says it's cracking down on bribes, that sentences are tough, and it's working on a new road safety plan. But ultimately, all this will fail unless drivers change their habits.
Still, the country that's currently got COVID-19 under control is confident it can do the same with road deaths.
คิดว่าใน10 ปีข้างหน้าถ้าเราทำได้ตามแผนที่วางไว้แก้ปัญหาเรื่องยานพาหนะเรื่องถนนเรื่องของสภาพแวดล้อมแล้วก็เรื่องพฤติกรรมคนแล้วก็สร้างความร่วมมือนะผมคิดว่าประเทศไทยน่าจะสามารถทำสำเร็จเหมือนกับ